Aquarius, I'm feeling as though there's some pressure on your shoulders that you're trying to remove. You are making an effort to remove them. It's kind of like the feeling of like putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. So maybe like the job that you're in is a burden, right? So it's like every night you take off the weight. Like, so it's not that it's almost like you're compartmentalizing your career because it doesn't resonate with you really spiritually anymore, and you're trying to, you know, figure out what is for you. I also just got the image of like trying on multiple hats, or like the phrase trying my hand at something. Like, I think that you've been trying a couple different career caps, maybe, Aquarius, to see what is really for you, like, or how you could diversify your hustle or something like that. Yeah. For a lot of you, work is a prison. And it's because you're probably smarter than everybody in there, including the CEO. Okay. So you're realizing that you have to make a choice. Do I continue to walk down this path, or do I do something that is in alignment with my soul and with my spirit, and what spirit is asking me to do? Also, the South Node just moved into Aquarius. So I think that's the realization that like you can't continue down this road because it's too reminiscent of what you did in your past lives or for your whole life. And it's like, why live small when you can live so much larger? There is hesitation in your heart space though, Aquarius. I don't know if it's because you've never before made a decision based on how you feel and you think that's a little unsafe. But I assure you that there is great benefit from listening to our emotions, not being consumed by them, but to listening to them. First of all, before I show you these cards, don't let anybody hold you back. Like, whether it be a coworker, a boss, someone bigger than a boss, like a, you know, like not your manager, but your district manager, family, friends, your wife, your husband, like, don't let anybody hold you back. I was getting the feeling as if somebody was grabbing the back of your arms and pulling you back through a doorway. Okay, you're ready. In some regards to be an entrepreneur, in some ways to show how strong you are, how independent you are, how capable that you are, right? This king don't give a shit. He don't give a shit about anybody else. He goes after his gut, right? He goes for his gut. He knows the value of listening to himself and acting on instinct. And it's not in an irrational way. It's a way that has come through really maturing and knowing himself, right? And people are going to be mad. People are going to want to take your shine. People are going to be fighting for your attention. People are going to even attempt to try to, like, you know, maybe I feel like fight you for jobs or opportunities. Also, I feel like this is a little bit of a conflict internally. Like I said, I see you trying on multiple hats, trying your hand at a lot of different things that you're interested in. And I see this as you having a lot of creative energy, a lot of inspiration, and it's either clashing internally because you don't know which one you should pursue, or it's just in general clashing with your 9-to-5 job. Yeah, which leaves you kind of just like dissatisfied with what you have currently going on. I definitely think what you're doing for money, Aquarius, is leaving you like underwhelmed. Underwhelmed is the way to say it. I'm led to say you can't get time back. You can't get time back. Yeah, you're ready to create something huge. You're ready to birth a project. Absolutely. Yep. You're working hard. Like no days off type of energy. Like you're not letting anybody take your spot. Maybe you got fired from a job, or you're just overall disappointed that this faith that you've put into your corporate job or the job that you've been living, whatever authority that you have been giving your power to, working hard for, I think that they either may disappoint you or they have disappointed you for a long time, and you're finally realizing like, wow, like I am not happy. I am not happy doing what I'm doing. I am not happy with the way that I have been living my life, and I need to make a change. I just heard that song Hot-blooded, 100 degrees. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think you guys got something to say this month. I think people got something to say to you. I think that you're coming into I think you're acknowledging mentally, finally, how you feel and what inspires you. I think that Aquarius has been doing things like by the book for a long time, and like in a lot of ways like selling themselves short, especially in a mental capacity. Like, even though you guys are very intelligent and cerebral, it's like I said in the beginning, you had compartmentalized your passion, your creativity, your emotions, like to only be exclusive to non-financial matters. And I think that you're realizing that that is not necessarily serving you. And it's almost as if you can't go on without introducing passion into your day-to-day life, and that has to be through your career. That's what most of us spend time doing, right? Working. I mean, that's what we were taught as a society. So your overall energy this month, Aquarius, is the Knight of Swords. And I really feel like this is twofold. This is you coming to realizations within yourself and announcing them out to other people, or just you having the epiphany moment. But also I think other people are coming at you a little bit with something to say, potentially about how like it's not anything that you've done before and it's so different. Because you have an energy here of, there's definitely an energy of doing something different than you have been doing. And this Tower here in the outcome, I don't think is going to be as blindsiding as the Tower can be. Because overall, I think you're finally like opening the floodgates in your mind, in your heart, to kind of like intermingle. I just realized I didn't even put runes down, and I'm not even going to bother because I almost did that with Capricorn too, and I can see the message here completely. Like, so what Spirit is asking you to leave behind this month? Queen of Cups, and then together, the Two of Wands with the Moon. So, flat out, this says to me that you have spent a long time just reflecting on how you feel and your intuition and those parts of you that you typically do not recognize or don't allow to come to the surface. But the Queen of Cups doesn't make moves. She kind of just like stares into her crystal ball, and it is what it is. Like, she takes a very, very long time to take action, right? And obviously that's not the case. Obviously, you know, you're ready to at least say it, right? I feel like this is like a profession. Like, I'm ready to say it loud, say it proud type of thing. But, so you need to leave behind this time of reflection. Excuse me. You need to leave behind this stalemate, because the Two of Wands is a very stagnant energy as well. And it's the idea that I almost feel like I just got like electrocuted, to be honest. So, and I was leaning on my elbow, and I've been having like an issue with my arm, but I was leaning on my elbow. So let me just say, Aquarius, I almost said Sagittarius, so heed that. It's like, this energy is like getting struck by lightning, and you get struck by lightning in the outcome. So, since I was leaning on my elbow, on my right side, I would say be mindful of like, quote, leaning on the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a creative pursuit that you want to follow, I would not be working on it during your traditional work hours, because you might get fired for doing work on the clock that has nothing to do with your current job. Okay? That's obviously not for all of you. That's just for some of you. And I also think now's not the time to like, you know, just be lazy in general. Like, because now is the time to make shit happen. Like, because your epiphany is coming. Because that's what the Tower is too. The Tower is an epiphany. And honestly, I can tell you right now, the Tower, King of Pentacles, and the Hermit tells me that you're having an epiphany that you want to not only, I think, work for yourself, because you also have the Nine of Pentacles here, but that you're ready to, that also I think that you're stable enough. I think, Aquarius, you're realizing that, like, you are stable enough to go out on your own. And I also think that this is saying, like, you are finally realizing that the way you have identified with stability and what a stable man or woman or what a financially secure man or woman is like. And I think that you're reflecting on possibly shifting your values in relationship to that. So what you need to leave behind is this constant mulling over, do I do something different? Do I keep doing what I'm doing? Do I do something different? Do I keep doing what I'm doing? Do I do something different? Like, you need to decide now. Now is the time. Because the door is open. The door is open. I feel like if you sit in your feelings any longer, or like just mull on this idea any longer, it's not going to serve you. Like, there's nothing left to look at. You know what I mean? There's nothing left to dream about. Because I feel like that's what you've been thinking about, Aquarius. You've been thinking about, I'm ready. I have this secret passion, this secret vision that totally speaks to my dreams and something that is very sacred to me. And I'm finally ready. You know, I've just been thinking about it. I've been thinking about making a move on it. But you're finally ready, because the door that is now open to you, that was previously closed, is the Ten of Pentacles. So that just tells me, again, that you're ready. And also probably currently in this scenario, it's almost like, Aquarius, you already have all the money, the financial security that you need, because on the bottom of the deck when I pulled this was the Four of Pentacles. You already are financially secure enough to go and do this pursuit. I think a lot of you. I think if you've been contemplating leaving your day job to go pursue you know, one of your creative ventures, I think for those of you, it is saying that you have made enough money, you have enough money in the bank that you can go and do that. And you don't have to continue to work your day-to-day job. I think others of you, if you were struggling to create this larger sum of wealth, or this essence or feeling of having security, that is now open to you as well. Okay, let's look into what kind of security. Spirit, tell us more about the Ten of Pentacles as it relates to what door is now open for Aquarius in June that was previously closed. Yep. Beautiful. The Starseed, or the Fool. A brand new beginning, something that you have never, ooh, 2 cards fell out, never ever done before. And the Queen of Swords, so that's you. Something that really speaks to your intelligence. I think you're finally ready. You're ready to do something, like I said before, it was selling you short. On the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. So no matter what, there is a victory, right? It's going to take some time, but you will be victorious, and you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on, Aquarius, okay? Your current energy for June. In your head, the Ten of Wands. In your heart, the Three of Wands. And in your foundation, the Page of Wands. And I asked for clarity, like, what about this inspiration? What about this new creative offer? I got the Hierophant and the Seven of Swords. Now, I'm going to address this first. So like I said, the Page of Wands is often a creative idea or an opportunity or something that is very inspiring to you and that you really like have a itch for, so to say. So with the Hierophant and the Seven of Swords clarifying, I feel as though the Hierophant in this position is speaking of the traditional role that you've been playing in your personal path and in your career. I think that you're reflecting on how your creativity has been stolen through your commitment to traditional values. Like, you're finally seeing how you have deceived yourself into believing that you needed to bind to a traditional outlet to make money, or that if you were, it's like, oh, if I'm not having a regular 9-to-5 job, I'm not a good wife or I'm not a good husband. Like, that you're realizing is also a lie. That's another thing. The Seven of Swords often talks about a lie. And a lot of times a lie that we say to tell ourselves. So I think that you're finally seeing this month, Aquarius, that your dreams very much are possible and can be realized. But first, you have to fuse your mental energy with your heart, with your emotions, and with your inspirational spiritual energy. Everything has to be combined. I don't think you can go any longer with this compartmentalization that you've been doing. Because in your heart, you're ready for progress. You are leaving this stationary, dreamy energy behind, and you are ready to finally make your move, okay? You're ready to turn your back on what you've been doing in pursuit of something that speaks to really what you've been desiring for a long time, really what you're passionate about. And I'm also seeing this as potentially like, you know, you're taking on a third project or you're taking on a third avenue of making money. But in your head, you're kind of like fed up. I think that you are taking on too much. So that's why I think for a lot of you, you aren't going to continue to work your more like traditional work, like whatever job is the oldest, you're going to kind of like, I think it's kind of like weighing on your ability to be creative. Because this is an energy of just feeling like overburdened, overworked, like a little bit like you're doing too much. And that goes back to the Hierophant with the Seven of Swords, kind of like tradition is stealing your clarity, your ability to see clearly and communicate clearly with yourself and what really matters to you. Spirit's advice for you this month to manage this energy. We have the Strength card and the Seven of Cups. So because you have the Moon here that's getting left behind, you have the Seven of Swords here. I just want to say that I feel as though Spirit is saying you need to be strong while you're assessing your options. Okay, I told this to another song. Who was it? Sag? I think it was Sag. And I told you Sagittarius crossed over here. I told them all that glitters is not gold. And that's the same idea here. Okay, Gemini also had the Seven of Cups in their reading. So Spirit is saying, like, you are strong and you are resilient. You need to remember that. So when people give you offers, when people, you know, wave dollars in front of your face, or, you know, it's like one person's waving you a great benefits package. Another person is waving you a steady, you know, Monday through Friday schedule. You never have to work the weekends. Another person is offering you, you know, paid vacation for 6 weeks. Like, but you have all these other things that are on your mind too. Like, because I think too, because you don't tend to let your emotions into your decision-making process and into your mind, now that you've opened that door, you're a little flooded and you're not used to, I think, having so much that you care about as well. So Spirit is saying be strong. Don't let all of these desires. That's another thing too. This could be a lot of like, you have 7 different passion projects that you want to bring to life, but Spirit is saying stay strong, be patient. You will have the time to make all of these come to fruition, but now you just need to focus on, almost as it's saying, like the strongest idea, like which one you've already caught traction with. Go with that one, okay? Go with that one. And in the outcome, the Tower, King of Pentacles, along with the Hermit. So this could be saying also that, you know, this Tower could be a realization served to you from a Virgo or another earth sign. But I feel as though whatever this shocking revelation is, whether it comes from another person or from inside of you, it is going to make you really reflect on what it means to be financially secure, what it means to be grounded, what it means to be a businessman or woman. Like, it's coming at your values from a very familial and financial grounds. It's like, it's coming in to chin check, so to speak, chin check your beliefs, especially as they surround being a provider, a homemaker. Yep. So on the bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Cups, which came up another time. And we have the 2 of Crystals or Pentacles and the Ace of Crystals. So again, it's as if like you're finally able to, you're figuring out how to balance your day job with your career, like your passion project. You're finally understanding you have a real opportunity to make something for yourself, or you're realizing you can't continue to juggle the 2 of them and you need to go out on your own and really hone in on this idea because it deserves your attention, because it deserves your alone. Because that's another thing. The Hermit is a loner. He's alone. You know, he's by himself doing his thing. He has things that he needs to reflect on. And I think through the reflection, you have the revelation of how you can bring more balance to your financial grounding through a new opportunity. Absolutely. Aquarius. Oh, I want to give you an affirmation too. Spirit, what affirmation do you have for Aquarius for the month of June? For the highest good of their soul's path. There we go. I am ready to be healed. I am willing to forgive. All is well. Wow, what an affirmation. I love and accept my family exactly as they are right now. Wow. So, like I said to you, this door that was before closed and is now open is the Ten of Pentacles, which a lot of times talks about family. And with underneath it clarified with the Fool and the Queen of Swords, you have a brand new beginning with your family. This doesn't have to be like, oh, you're scrapping your family, obviously. But by you opening your heart to healing, right? By you opening your heart to progress and recognizing how in some ways your old attachment to what it means to be traditional or committed or following a certain doctrine of sorts was actually making it more difficult to cohabitate with your family or be the provider that they need you to be. It's as if almost like you hate your job, so you come home and then you're kind of a dick, and then your family doesn't get the best of you. That kind of thing. You know, you're in a bad mood because you're at work all day with people that steal your energy. So you're realizing to be a good family man or woman, you need to be happy and love what you do so that you can be your best self for your family. All right, Aquarius, I hope these messages reach you well, and I will see you later this month for your love readings. Peace.